In the glittering world of Kansas City's elite, where football stars and social media royalty collide, one night changed everything. At the prestigious Royal Plaza Hotel, Travis Kelce, the NFL superstar, stood on stage receiving his Athlete of the Year award. But in the front row, social media sensation Sophia Martinez clutched her phone, ready to turn this perfect moment into a viral storm. What happened next would shake the foundations of both their worlds. When the lights dimmed and cameras flashed, no one could predict how a single confrontation would transform into something much bigger than likes and touchdowns. This is the story of how two people from different universes discovered that sometimes the best partnerships start with a clash. Welcome to a tale that proves life has a way of connecting hearts in the most unexpected ways, even under the spotlight of 20 million followers. Sophia Martinez sat in her modern Los Angeles apartment, scrolling through her notifications when an email caught her attention. The Kansas City Sports Federation had invited her, along with other top influencers, to their annual VIP ceremony. Her eyes widened as she read the guest of honor, Travis Kelce, the same Travis Kelce who last month publicly declared that influencers were ruining modern sports culture. With 20 million followers across her platforms and a reputation for speaking her mind, Sophia knew this was her chance to address his comments face to face. The preparation for the event consumed her next 2 weeks. She carefully selected a striking red designer dress, planned her content strategy, and researched every detail about Travis Kelce's career. Her team advised against confrontation, warning that it could damage her brand partnerships. But Sophia had built her empire by being authentic, and staying silent wasn't an option. She booked her flight to Kansas City, her mind racing with possibilities. As her private car pulled up to the Royal Plaza Hotel, the magnificent venue glowed against the evening sky. Camera flashes illuminated the entrance as sports legends and social media stars walked the red carpet. Sophia stepped out, her red dress catching everyone's attention. Inside, she was directed to her assigned seat, front row, directly facing the podium where Travis would soon stand. The lighting dimmed, and the room fell silent as the ceremony began. Little did anyone know that this perfectly orchestrated evening was about to take an unexpected turn that would leave the entire sports and social media world buzzing for months to come. The grand ballroom buzzed with anticipation as Travis Kelce approached the podium, his signature confidence radiating through his perfectly tailored black suit. The crowd erupted in applause, but Sophia remained seated, her heart pounding as she mentally prepared for what she was about to do. As Travis began his acceptance speech, talking about integrity in sports, Sophia slowly rose from her chair, her red dress commanding attention in the sea of formal wear. The room fell silent as she lifted her phone, hitting the record button on her live stream. Her voice carried across the ballroom with unwavering clarity as she challenged Travis about his podcast comments. The NFL star froze mid-sentence, his eyes locking with hers as she quoted his exact words about influencers being shallow content creators who never worked a real day in their lives. Security personnel moved towards her, but the crowd's attention was completely captivated by the unexpected confrontation. Travis's expression shifted from surprise to something more complex as he recognized her face from somewhere in his past. The live stream counter exploded as millions tuned in to watch the drama unfold. Sophia's hands trembled slightly, but her voice remained steady as she shared her journey from a small-town girl to a digital entrepreneur who helped countless young women build their own businesses. The tension in the room was electric, and just as Travis opened his mouth to respond, the hotel's fire alarm suddenly blared through the speakers. In the chaos that followed, their unfinished confrontation left both social media and sports fans desperate to know what would have happened next. What no one realized was that this interruption would lead to an even more intriguing development in the days to come. The next morning, Every major news outlet and social media platform was flooded with footage of the confrontation. The hashtag Ndrai Sophia vs Kelce dominated trending topics worldwide, with clips of their face-off being shared, remixed and analyzed by millions. Celebrity group chats exploded with opinions, and sports commentators debated the incident on morning shows. But it was a tweet from Kelce's sister, Ashley, that sent shockwaves through the internet. An old photo showing a young Sophia and Ashley together at summer camp, with a small Travis photo bombing in the background. The revelation sparked a new wave of interest as internet sleuths began piecing together the forgotten connection. Yearbook photos surfaced showing Sophia and Ashley as inseparable friends during their middle school years in Cleveland, before Sophia's family moved to California. Meanwhile, both Sophia's and Travis's teams worked frantically behind the scenes, trying to control the narrative. Brand partners began calling, sports agencies demanded statements, and social media engagement reached unprecedented levels for both parties. As the day turned to evening, Sophia sat alone in her hotel room, staring at her phone when an unexpected email arrived from the Kansas City Youth Sports Foundation. They were requesting both her and Travis to co-chair their upcoming charity event, seeing an opportunity in their viral moment. The foundation's mission was to help underprivileged kids access sports training and social media education. Before she could process this twist, another notification popped up, a direct message from Ashley Kelce that would change everything. The past was about to collide with the present in ways neither Sophia nor Travis could have anticipated. The Kansas City Youth Sports Foundation conference room felt impossibly small as Sophia and Travis sat at opposite ends of the mahogany table. Foundation Director Margaret Thompson laid out her vision, a groundbreaking program combining athletic training with digital media education for underprivileged youth. The tension in the room was palpable until Ashley Kelce walked in, bringing with her a stack of old photos that would soften even the hardest of hearts. Images of 3 kids sharing ice cream, winning talent shows, and celebrating birthdays sparked long-forgotten memories. Travis leaned forward, studying a particular photo of himself at 13, awkwardly teaching a young Sophia how to throw a football, while Ashley documented everything with their parents' camcorder. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Their current situation mirrored their past in an unexpected way. Margaret watched as the wall of hostility between them began to crack, replaced by glimpses of genuine curiosity about the paths that led them to this moment. Travis admitted he had never considered the positive impact social media could have on young athletes' futures. As the meeting concluded, both parties tentatively agreed to collaborate on the Foundation's project. While leaving the building, they found themselves surrounded by a swarm of paparazzi. Without thinking, Travis instinctively guided Sophia through the crowd with the same protective instinct he had shown during their childhood games. A photographer captured this moment, a single frame showing Travis's hand supportively on Sophia's shoulder as they navigated the chaos. This image would soon spark a new wave of speculation across social media platforms, as fans began wondering if this unlikely pair was moving from confrontation to something entirely different. Back in her car, Sophia received a text message that would lead them both down an unexpected path toward healing old wounds and building new bridges. Under the bright lights of Kansas City Sports Complex, Sophia stood before 50 eager teenagers, their phones ready to document every moment. Behind her, Travis demonstrated proper throwing techniques, his earlier skepticism replaced by genuine enthusiasm. The pilot program had attracted national attention, bringing together former NFL players and top social media strategists. Each student would learn both athletic skills and personal branding, creating a new generation of digitally savvy athletes. The energy in the room shifted as Travis and Sophia demonstrated their first collaborative drill, teaching kids how to capture and share their athletic progress effectively. Local news crews captured an unexpected moment during lunch break when Travis joined Sophia's spontaneous TikTok challenge. His natural charisma shone through as they created content together, their previous animosity forgotten in the joy of teaching. The video went viral within hours, showing a different side of both personalities. Sports analysts and social media experts praise their innovative approach to combining traditional athletics with modern digital literacy. Behind the scenes, their teams watched in amazement as two seemingly opposing worlds merged seamlessly. That evening, during a strategy session for the next day's activities, Travis and Sophia found themselves sharing stories about their careers. She spoke about building her empire from scratch, while he opened up about the challenges of maintaining authenticity in professional sports. Their conversation lasted hours, neither realizing how much time had passed until the cleaning crew arrived. As they walked to their cars, a group of their students spotted them, phones raised to capture the moment. The comment sections of these posts would soon explode with theories about the growing chemistry between the unlikely duo. Meanwhile, a major sports brand had been watching their progress closely, preparing to make an offer that would elevate their project to unprecedented heights. Nike's proposal landed in their inboxes simultaneously, a multi-million-dollar campaign featuring their unique partnership. The catch? They would need to spend the next month traveling together to sports academies across America, documenting their journey of bridging the gap between traditional sports and digital influence. The contract sat unopened on Sophia's laptop as she walked through the empty training facility late that evening. She found Travis alone on the field, casually throwing footballs through suspended rings, just as he used to do when they were kids. Their shared past had slowly begun weaving itself into their present, making their current situation feel strangely familiar, yet entirely new. Throughout the following week, their collaboration transformed into something neither had expected. During a particularly successful training session, Sophia found herself teaching Travis about engagement metrics and content strategy, while he helped her perfect her spiral throw, a skill she had never quite mastered in their childhood. There, students watched in fascination as the famous influencer and the NFL star traded expertise, breaking down the barriers between their worlds. The videos of these exchanges gained millions of views, but for once, neither of them was focused on the metrics. The evening before they needed to give Nike their answer, they sat in the empty bleachers watching the sunset over the practice field. Their phones buzzed constantly with messages from their teams, pressing for a decision about the campaign. But something more important was happening. A genuine friendship was forming, built on mutual respect and shared goals. As they discussed their potential cross-country journey, neither mentioned the growing tension between them that their students had already started gossiping about on social media. A photo taken by the facility's security camera that evening would later surface, showing them sitting close together, deep in conversation, unaware that their professional partnership was about to evolve into something much more significant. The Nike campaign exceeded everyone's expectations, transforming into a cultural phenomenon that redefined sports marketing. Traveling across America, Travis and Sophia's unique dynamic captivated audiences as they visited inner-city sports programs. Each stop added new layers to their initiative. NFL players began hosting social media workshops, while top influencers organized sports clinics. Their program became a blueprint for modern athletic development, with thousands of young athletes learning to balance performance with personal branding. Major sports universities started incorporating their curriculum, creating a nationwide movement that bridged generation gaps. During their visit to Cleveland, their hometown, something shifted in their relationship. while showing students around. Their old neighborhood, they discovered their childhood time capsule, still buried in Ashley's backyard. The contents, including a handwritten note from young Travis about becoming an NFL star and Sophia's early attempts at creating a magazine, revealed how their current paths had always been intertwined. The moment was captured by their documentary. A team, but the gentle way Travis brushed dirt from Sophia's cheek never made it into the final cut. That evening, local news crews caught them sharing a quiet dinner at their old favorite pizza place, sparking widespread speculation about the nature of their relationship. The program's success attracted international attention, with sports federations from around the world requesting to adapt their model. Their initiative had grown far beyond its original scope, creating opportunities for thousands of young athletes to build sustainable careers both on and off the field. As they prepared for their final tour stop in Los Angeles, neither Travis nor Sophia had noticed how their professional partnership had evolved. Their teams, however, watched with knowing smiles as the two spent increasingly more time together outside of official events. The world was watching too, as Travis-Sophia started trending, with fans compiling moments of their undeniable chemistry throughout the tour. Yet the biggest surprise was still to come at the Los Angeles Grand Finale event. The Los Angeles event was set to be their biggest yet, with the Staples Center packed to capacity. Celebrity athletes and social media stars filled the front rows, all there to witness the culmination of their groundbreaking program. As Sophia prepared backstage for their final presentation, she found herself watching Travis through the monitor as he ran an impromptu football clinic with their original students from Kansas City, who had been flown in as special guests. His genuine joy in teaching something she had once doubted now made her smile involuntarily. Her team noticed her expression, exchanging knowing glances as they prepared for the main event. The presentation was going perfectly until a technical glitch froze their carefully prepared video montage. Without missing a beat, Travis and Sophia fell into an unrehearsed but natural interaction, sharing personal stories about their journey. Travis spoke about how wrong his initial judgments had been, while Sophia admitted how her planned confrontation had transformed into the most meaningful project of her career. The audience watched, captivated, as months of unspoken feelings began surfacing in their candid exchange. Even their social media teams stopped posting, caught up in the authentic moment unfolding before them. After the event, during the celebration dinner at LA's exclusive Sky Lounge, neither could ignore the change in their dynamic. Their usual playful banter carried a new weight, and their comfortable silences spoke volumes. As they stood on the rooftop terrace, overlooking the city lights, Travis finally addressed what everyone had been speculating about for months. Before he could finish his carefully prepared speech, Sophia's phone buzzed with breaking news that would present them with their biggest challenge yet, one that would test their newly discovered feelings and force them to make a choice between their individual careers and their growing connection. The breaking news was unexpected, but perfect. The NFL was launching a new digital media division, and they wanted both Travis and Sophia to lead it together. This groundbreaking initiative would revolutionize how the league approached social media, athlete branding, and fan engagement. The job would require them to work side by side, combining their expertise in a way that had already proven successful. However, it would also mean Sophia relocating to Kansas City permanently and Travis taking on responsibilities beyond his playing career. The decision would impact both their professional and personal lives in profound ways. Standing on that LA rooftop, they found themselves at a crossroads. Sophia's empire was in Los Angeles, and Travis was at the peak of his NFL career in Kansas City. The project they had built together had surpassed all expectations, touching thousands of young lives and reshaping the landscape of sports and social media. But now, they faced their greatest challenge, figuring out how to move forward without losing what they had built, both professionally and personally. As they discussed their options, their phones lit up with countless notifications. Their students from across the country were posting success stories, showing how the program had changed their lives. At the special press conference held 1 month later at Arrowhead Stadium, Travis and Sophia finally shared their decision with the world. They would accept the NFL's offer, but with a twist. They would expand their youth program into a national foundation with headquarters in both Kansas City and Los Angeles. As they stood together at the podium, announcing their plans to revolutionize sports media while nurturing the next generation of athlete influencers, their intertwined fingers spoke of a partnership that had grown far beyond their professional collaboration. The story that began with a confrontation had transformed into something neither had expected, a partnership that would change not only their lives, but the future of sports and social media forever. As Sophia liked to say in her posts, sometimes the best influencers are the ones who let themselves be influenced by love.